EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw right away. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. This quick pass complete to Sutton. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Nix to the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. He finds his man, complete. That's Garcia. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 6-yard line.
Throwing Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first. I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
A big play there on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. Achane on the counter. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Raiders at 12-3 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Good, set. Anyway,
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
Las Vegas first down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bowers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense and veteran receiver Cortland Sutton getting set for their next drive. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, so to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. Down the right sideline. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 65 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raiders offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Hurts to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
Up the middle, Achane. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. These two teams met in Vegas earlier in the season with the Raiders winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. 2nd and 7. They go play action with Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. You look at this Bronco defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They spent the week of practice, Sam. We know our rating's not that great, and we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league, but there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
He'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, Nix. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Nix. Got a man open, it's Sutton. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
His short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man down the field. That's Burden. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
15 more yards.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
A gain of 19 yards. First down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. Running right, here's Achane. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I gotta say, if it's gonna be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Short throw caught by Bowers. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Let's go. Trim it.
On third down, Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Raiders.
Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 35-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second and 12, Hurts. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll run for it with Achane. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just third and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run. Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Again, it's Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's third down and goal to go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dallas Goedert from 8 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now it's Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw, here's Nix. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Here's Hardman to return. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he is the NFL leader in passing yards here in the penultimate week of the season as he looks to finish strong in order to capture the crown. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete down the field to Goedert. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And he's had a lot of success throwing the ball here early. You see by the numbers, he's already up over 200 yards passing.
First down, Raiders.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
That's another Raiders first down. It's a gain of 25 yards.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Las Vegas first down.
A give left side. Here's Achane. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Las Vegas first down. First down, Las Vegas.
180.
Achane will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Shedding the tackle, that gives him some room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Another Broncos 1st down.
Here's Nix once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So halftime straight ahead. It is, well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Las Vegas.
They'll try the left side with Carter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Pass caught by Burden. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dallas Goedert with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Raiders are able to widen their advantage. Aubrey good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Nix to the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Garcia. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. He's got it to the 43 here.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 29-yard line.
A give up the middle to Carter. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Great. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
And Hurts going to move him around. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
180.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try the left side with Gainwell. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. They will run for it with Gainwell. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenneth Gainwell with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
To throw is Nix. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Burt sets up to throw it. Short throw caught by Bowers.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hurts.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, and keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
From the 35 on 2nd down.
Hurts. Downfield and caught by Thornton.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
The numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That is caught downfield. It's Besh.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Jack Besh, 28 yards. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the
Here's Nix. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Now a second and 10. Now it's Nix. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Nix to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
That one goes for 30 yards. Dobbins. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. To throw, here's Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the Broncos
180.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Trimmer.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Looking to throw. Nix.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
So a fourth quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a yard.
44-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harvey. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Nix from the shotgun. Now he's going to step up and run.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
Now 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together.
Starting things out with a give to Gainwell.
Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's the Raiders punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Operating from the gun, Nix. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
It's a turnover on downs.
On the counter, it's Gainwell.
And he couldn't quite get there and tackled down at the 1. That good for 19 and a first down.
I have to jump over myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Gainwell is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 3-yard
They'll look to run with Gainwell.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Auburn now for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
62.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was Kenneth Gainwell who finished it off with a touchdown run. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Nix.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
What's good on the extra point? And the lead's down to 24.
62.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh?